Hi guys, Gaming Bear here. Okay, now we're looking at the From Moscow with Love deal from Wargaming, the IS-6, which is here. The good thing about this tank is it's got preferential matchmaking. That's not the only good thing, but that enhances it and doesn't allow you to see the next tier of tank. And that can turn this into one of the best tier 8 premiums that you can get in the game. So tier for tier, I would say this is stronger than the T-34 and the Lerva because of that preferential matchmaking, which this gets and they don't. Now this deal, we're here to look at whether it's worth it. So £33.34 or 42.69 euros. Is it worth it? Well, in the package, so that's 23% off, which is good by anybody's standards. And for being such a good tank, let's have a look at what else you get. So you get vert stabs, tank gun rammer, enhanced gun lane drive. Let's have a look and see how mine's set up. So mine's the same. I've got the vertical stabilizers, gun rammer, but I go for the optics because the view range of this is pants. So you need to be able to see things, you need to be on the move. So I find in real play, coated optics work the best. So let's get back to the details on the tank. Is it worth it? So what you've got is this fantastic gun. Well, great armor. So let's look in and compare it. Well, really, you've got to compare it to the IS-3. You know, let's go for a weak tank. DPM wise, 2085, which is very nice because it's got the slightly worse gun, which won't penetrate as much. The penetrative ability is 175 as opposed to 225 with the IS-3. And in those situations, you've got APCR to deal with it. So in that situation, just switch to APCR and punch through them, which will give you, even though slightly less pen, the 217, as when we have a look at the model, will allow you to penetrate where you need to. Reload time is better. Aim time, the same. Dispersion, this is why you need the enhancements. It's pretty bad. You need to let the gun settle. 0.44 seconds in comparison to 0.38. The IS-3 is much more accurate. On the move, it's worse. So you want to stop, aim, fire, move again. So let's look at ammo capacity. You've got 2 more rounds. DPM's the same, so you've got more potential for dealing with things. What you want to do is roll in, deal with the other targets, come back for the heavier targets later. If you have to fight one-on-one, when you've got the DPM, switch to the APCR, take out the IS-3, but otherwise you've got no other chance of penning him. Power to weight is slightly down. Terrain resistance is worse. This is something you've got to watch out for. So you need to boost the mobility on the battlefield. So for that, to enhance the view range, your movement, I go for consumables with it. Now gun depression, you're actually better off than the IS-3. So you can work ridges better than IS-3. Gun elevation, not quite as good. So 20 degrees instead of 23, but 20 degrees is still healthy. Let's have a look. Okay, armor looks pants. Only 100 mil. Well, we'll look at that armor in a minute. The turret is worse. It's weaker on the side, so if you can get around the side of the IS-3, you're in trouble. The front is only 150 mil, but you can still pull off some great bounces with the turret of this and just keep the gun singing. Ammo rack is healthier. Everything else is the same. The tracks are stronger, so overall this is a stronger tank. The view range 350 meters, but I find that's not good enough. Radio range is not very good at all. You need to be in the center of the battle, just pushing hard to take the opponents to pieces. Chance of fire 15%, but it's just slightly worse than the IS-3, but it's neither here nor there. Let's look at the 3D model. So what you want to do is aim over the light. That's slightly out of position. Aim over this slit here. So if you're aiming there, let's try and line this up. It'll be easier when you're actually doing it in practice. So you're firing over a ridge. This armor goes 213 mil up to about 230. Very, very tough indeed. Slight weak area here, but angling like this, it's from about 200 mil going up to 210, and then the sides impregnable basically. The tracks will eat everything. but there's a slight weak spot, relatively weak, 201 mil-ish, 201 mil, very, very small target if they're shooting around the light. The same on the other side. The turret from here seems very, very tough. The cheeks, slight weak spot here because of the angling downwards. This is where you want to be firing. The cupolas, very, very small, firing over a ridge. If you can fire down on this thing, 39 mil effective armor. You can quite a large target. You can land artillery on here. That's one of the problems with this. If you you can quite easily get taken out by artillery. So that's something to watch out for. But the tank itself is incredibly strong indeed. If you can flank it, get around the side, shoot through here, it's effectively 125 mil. The turret, 150 mil, angled. You don't really want to be shooting unless you've got over 170 mil of pen. This is where you want to be shooting if you've got the side. From the rear, this whole area, preferably this flat area here, if you can get behind and take him out. If you can shoot in 100 odd mil, get an ammo rack, boom, straight through there if you can, but just fire through here all day. But if you want to be smart and get an ammo rack, then fire in through here. So this is how it looks. You want to be pointing the gun over this point at your enemy and just derping them in the face and using that extra DPM to take them to pieces. That 2085 damage per minute, APCR when you need to, standard when you don't, and just keep pushing it into the face of your enemy and just keep bouncing those shots as you saw how good the armour is from the front. This is an armoured beast. Is it worth it? Whoa, yes. So this, along with the Valentine, get my thumbs up. It's a fantastic, and it's actually a really fun tank to play. So the deal itself, saying, is it worth it? Yes, definitely. From Moscow with Love at 23% off. Not just that, with these extra items, the tank gun rammer, the gun lane drive, the vert stabs. Okay, one of them I drop for binoculars, but hey, the deal itself is really, really good. So, should you go for it? Yeah, it's nice. It's really, really nice. So, I'm the Gaming Bear. Oh, and I've done reviews of this before. If you want me to do another review in the current environment, I will. So, let me know. And I will just put in the comments if you want me to do another review in the current environment, and I will. Otherwise, I'll be linking the standard IS-3 review at the end of this. So, yeah, this is the IS-3. I'm the Gaming Bear. See you on the next one. Cheers, guys.